Well, nobody wants to get that close and not make it. It's like bone crushing. I mean, what's that feeling where you're looking good all year, you get so close, and then it slips away at that last event?
Agony of defeat.
Oh, we're going to get this thing kicked off, Heat 2. And it is going to be a really fun heat to watch. Kanoa Igarashi, Jeremy Flores, Marc Lacomare, and David Carmo. All of these surfers have just been on fire. Marc and Carmo in this event, Kanoa and Jeremy through the year on the WQS right now with a lead in front of everybody as he glides into this first wave of the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Kanoa Igarashi coming down the line. Lip line float, comes around the corner, bangs it up into the lip. Beautiful surfing, perfectly executed. And out behind him, Carmo takes a look from Brazil, coming off the bottom. Nice little whip in the corner right there on the backhand. Finds some more lip line, but comes unstuck, pushes a little too hard. Mistimed it off the top, and he's going to have to get back out into the lineup to reset. Carmo, a big event win here, or a result could bring him way up.
Absolutely, and he's been competing on the QS for a long time. As you watch his backhand, solid, quick, precise. Mistake right there, and I think that today mistakes will be compounded. You know, you don't want to be making them because you may not get those opportunities. As you watch Kanoa, who I would say is one of those guys that, you know, for how young he is, his experience that he carries in his heats, looks like he's a veteran. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He knows what to do when things change. He knows how to compete at a really high level. And then, of course, this guy as well, who sits in a really good position because he has a 0 in one of his top 5. He's only surfed in 4 qualifying series events this season, and he sits at number 8. So he is going to make a major jump in that QS rankings. And Hawaii is one of those places that he can do it. But if you look at this whole heat, well-rounded, this is Marc Lacomare. This is live action.
Yeah, no, great surfing right there from Marc. So Marc's been on fire through this event. Big backside hacks. There was an interesting note right there. Take this one, Pete.
So Lacomare, we watched him put up big numbers in the preliminary rounds, has made it into this round of 64, and would love to get past this last seeded round. You know, you look at the top seeds, Kanoa Igarashi and Jeremy Flores, wily competitors. So he's going to have to surf at that same caliber that we've been seeing him surf throughout the early rounds.
But it's not the same as doing it, and he's got that chance. He's been doing it, and that's why I think he's risen to the occasion. Here we go, Jeremy Flores from Cabreton, France, flying around the corner, bang, oh, comes unstuck, takes a board to the forearm. He will reset. He's been tuning himself up in France in the barrel.
Let's see what happened here. He sets up this one. You know, has that deep spot on the outside. He catches the foamy section. Looked like that front foot just slipped off. He was trying to get up there into that lip section. That front foot slid down. You wouldn't have had you had already had a 4-5 or a 5, you know. And so it's nice to have that early start.
Well, here we go. Jeremy going to reboot. Comes off the top. Nice little bash away at the lip. Nice power pocket turn back into the corner right there. Looking for more on the inside. Bingo. Throws the tail out. Nice power flow. Comes down with it. A well-executed wave right there. He's going to get a couple little Katinkas off on the inside.
Katinkas?
Yeah, I'm not calling those are helping much.
Lucky right back out through the toilet bowl. And again, deep in the lineup when he got this wave, so he was able to get that first turn. That's super important, especially when he goes into that flatter section, wraps the cutback, and then now into that toilet bowl section, he tags it. You know, I think there was 3 solid turns there. It wasn't a bigger set wave, but he surfed it well.
Ones that'll get the greatest scores. Plus, I'm sure today we'll see the aerial game come into play also. So the airs, if they're done really well, will score quite high. If they're not so well sort of put out there, then the scores will reflect that as well, and they'll be slightly lower. So it's going to be critical sections on the bigger and better waves and those quality surfing, because we've got the CT boys coming in this round, and the quality of the surfing will score accordingly.
commitment and degree of difficulty is always there. You look at the scale, each wave is scored from 0 to 10. Excellent being from 8 to 10. That's what these surfers are looking for.
Well, here we go. Jeremy Flores already up into another one without priority, absolutely bashing away on his third turn already, looking for number 4 on the inside to finish off. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This guy's a QS warrior. And what we were talking about, getting those early starts, it looks like he's doing that.
Yeah, again, and so again, without priority, he picks up this little inside wave, but it had a wall on it, had that steeper section. Those are the committed turns that you want to see, the flow that he carries through these maneuvers as well. You know, again, smaller waves, so that'll suppress the score slightly because it's not as difficult to ride a smaller wave. And start adding, he's in the lead already. Let's take a look at the replay here. Again, he's way deep, you know, so the other surfers let this wave go by, and he picks up, he knows how important those first turns are. He's able to execute that top to bottom. You know, he didn't have to chase any sections down. He went straight bottom to top, bottom to top. That's that speed, power, flow element of the criteria. He's ticking that box.
Jeremy Flores surf. He's got a really great flow as he comes into another wave on the inside. Bingo, just keeping the flow. Comes unstuck right there, comes down on top of a little lump, catches a rail, throws him off his board.
You know, nonchalantly as in the living room. So, who's going to win this QS? I am. And it was already. So these guys have been feeding each other for years. Since they were grommets, they've been trying to beat each other. And I think Leo wants to win this QS, so they're both wanting to win it.
Well, the Carmo wants it as well. He wants to get some points. A big finish here. Could see him fly up into the top 50. Throwing the tail around, trying to finish off on the inside, and then Flores again out the back. Lip line flow, projection, speed. Wow. Jeremy looking really good. All fired up, color coordinated with his trunks and his singlet.
You know, he's positioning himself and he's putting himself in the spot when the waves come.
Here we go. Marc Lacomare comes up on the backhand looking for some lip line. Boom. Nice little push right there. Up into the corner again. Throws the tail out but comes unstuck a little too far. A little too much. And sometimes it's a really hard balance to find. You have to literally act in those little milliseconds. Right behind him, Igarashi finds himself a nice little turn on the open face, sets it up for the corner. Boom! Throws the fins out for the 180 click. Comes down, slides out of it. He's going to find something else down the line maybe. He's looking for something on the inside. Little hit. A little katinka.
Can I look that up in the dictionary? Or is it just a Strider dictionary?
Yeah, that could be a Striderism.
It is definitely a Striderism. I love what Kanoa did here. You know, first move, nice size set wave, does the arc using the rail, and then here sees the section, no holding back, gets those fins free for the waft, spins around, see that back foot slide to the middle of the board, so he rotates out of it, no problem. Make sure that tail stays above the water so he can ride and spin out, and then a finish move. So that was that innovation, progression, there's some flow, and then see what happened here to Marc. You know, again, this is a bit of a stressful heat, being that you know, all three of these competitors are, you know, teammates on the same brand that they're, you know, surfing for, but, you know, all staying in the same house. So there's some bragging rights that happen there in the house. As you watch the Carmo, again, he's kind of sitting there under the radar, trying to make it happen. That Brazilian surfing has been thrust into the spotlight over in Brazil. So everyone trying to get a little piece of the action in South America, in Brazil. And this was during the break for Flores. Again, just strategy here, obviously, is ride a ton of waves and give himself a ton of opportunities. He's done that. I mean, he's already on wave number 7. So a lot going on, tons of waves. I mean, love the consistency that we're seeing here. All of these guys absolutely having a ton of opportunity. And look at that, 2-turn combo from Kanoa Igarashi. And he's going to finish up on the inside, already a 7.27, a 5.83, so he's in that early lead.
Well, there has just been wave after wave after wave. All these guys are absolutely having a blast out there. There in Carmo, looking for something more. Here goes that 6.67, Pete.
Well, Lacomare, again, has been putting it together. Straight up vertical power snaps, carrying that speed through the maneuvers. He's placing that board up really vertical. Again, that's hard to do. That's difficult, and the judges noting that, got up into the good range.
Here's some live action. Carmo looking, comes in kind of a little bit late, a little bit behind it. Can he get out in front? A little lip line projection to get him down the line. Bingo, he does. Blasted off the top for number 2. and looking to get out and get back into the lineup, looking for a big score to the excellent range, an 8.77. I don't think that's it, but I do think he's going to better his score line, which will make that requirement less and put him right back in the heat.
And again, you got these guys who have been blowing it up, Marc, Lacomare, and David DeCarmo, so the quality is there. It's been fun to watch. Right now, DeCarmo having to fight from behind, but he's looking the goods. I mean, there it gets that tail above the lip. You can see he was excited about it. Just the one move, though, that was really dynamic. The second one the first maneuver was more of a transition move to get to that second section. I was like, oh my God, my car just got stolen. Sure enough, half hour later, who comes tearing into the parking lot? It was a dirt lot, but Shane Dorian. He'd stolen my Pinto. He was 15. Kid took my car at 15.
Well, Shano took the Pinto, and this man, Igarashi, is taking the set wave. Beautiful. 2 lip line slams, throwing the tail out on the inside corner, trying to find some more work, but out the back, getting the work done where it was necessary. J-Flow kind of coming off underneath that one. Great surfing right there from Igarashi, really identifying the set wave in the critical zone and the meat of the wave.
Well, let's take a look at the replay here. Good size set wave. He needs a score here. He needs a 7.14 as he has dropped from first to third. So again, he needs something big. Nice straight up approach on that second maneuver. Again, he's got such great flow. You can see his pace is amazing, and he's able to mix it up, has great variety. And then behind Jeremy Flores. So this is a battle for second and third. So see what Jeremy does. This wave's going to shut down on him, but he gets a nice solid first turn, but then off balance and has to kick out. So that's not going to improve his situation.
DeCarmo doing a couple of 2-turn combos of his own on the inside corner. Didn't better his score line with the previous wave, only got a 4, and I think that was because, that first turn was kind of a transition turn, like you said, Pete. So he's looking for more. He's in a combination situation, Pete. What is that?
Which means he needs 2 scores in order to catch number 2. And the combination being 14.40, it's the most difficult section to hit. He's been doing that, and that's why he's got that lead.
There you have it out here. We got Jeremy finding himself a little wave up into the bowl. 2-turn combo, drops the wallet, comes out in front of the whitewater. So a couple of turns, not sure if he's going to better his score line. Then you've got Lacomare looking for a big whip in the corner. Tried to go for the reverse, then redirects, but gets knocked off by the oncoming whitewater, trying to keep the other guys off. So a lot happening.
Well, especially for Kanoa, this is going to be a benefit because both these surfers had first and second priority, and they're probably not going to improve their score line. So now, with a minute and a half to go, here's his opportunity, Strider.
Out the back, a beautiful set rolling in with priority. Comes off the bottom, into the lip. Nice little setup turn right there. Not a lot of crazy commitment, but blows the tail out. Almost goes down, lip line slide. Tries to find more, but he's off kilter. I don't know if that's going to be it.
That was a critical error. That kind of control loss is going to affect the score. We'll see what happened here. He sets it up, and the anticipation, there's a bit of stress. It's like that sitting in the batter's box in the 9th inning, needing to get a hit. He drifts the fins. He knew he needed something pretty dynamic on that second section. That's usually the section that's going to give you the best opportunity. He went for it, but then on the landing, gets off. And here's the chance for DeCarmo, although he can't do it with one wave.
No chance. Sorry, DeCarmo, you're going to be bowing out, but why not finish with a bang up into the lip, coming around the corner, looking for a couple more turns. Just not feeling the flow in this heat, DeCarmo. He's going to bow out of this event, start looking at sunset. And that's all she wrote for DeCarmo, looking for a combination of a 14-4-1. Scores being deliberated by the judges over there for Kanoa Igarashi's last wave with a nice turn off the top to start, and then that big lip line slide of the board across, almost like a Smith grind.